Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2021 general reading. We are looking at the first half of February from the 1st to the 15th, and this reading is for the air sign of Libra. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for all that you do in support of this channel. Hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, sharing your donations, support, feedback, comments, all welcome and all appreciated. Thank you. I hope you're all doing well as we continue to move through the beginning of a new year. Okay, so this reading is for Libra for the first half of February 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Libra. But of course, it's a general reading, may not resonate for everyone. Watch all of your signs if you know them for additional insight and perspective. If any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, you can click on the description link below, click on that little arrow, and you'll see my, my email address there, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. And I do readings full time, so I'm pretty good about getting those personal readings set up in as timely a fashion as possible. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. And while you can order them at any time of the year, the 6 and 12-month overviews are still quite popular this time. You know, the end of one year, beginning of a new year, getting kind of a look ahead for the next 6 months. So different things to consider. Okay, Libra, let's see what's in store for you for the first 2 weeks of February 2021. We begin with Justice, followed by the Queen of Wands, the Two of Swords, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, followed by the Seven of Cups, and from the bottom of the deck, the Hanging Man, representing overall energy or focus for the first half of February. I'm going to see what's behind that. The Eight of Pentacles for overall energy as well. I think I'm going to keep that. It feels right. So overall energy, general focus for the first 2 weeks of February, Libra, the Hanging Man and the Eight of Pentacles. The Hanging Man is a card that represents hanging there. It's a card that represents inaction. It can feel like you're in stasis or limbo, but the Hanging Man is hanging upside down from what is, symbolic of the tree of knowledge, or the tree of life, tree of knowledge. Which means that even though it's perhaps a different position to be in, maybe a little awkward or uncomfortable, you are gaining new information and knowledge because you're getting a different perspective of something. You're not rushing in and taking action. This can be a card of watching something playing out, gaining new information and perspective while you're watching something play out, even though you're not taking action just yet. And the accompanying card is the Eight of Pentacles, which is the work card. Pentacles is governed by the element of earth, which usually governs the physical structure of our day-to-day life, money, job, work, finance, property, assets, career, projects, or the efforts that we put into the day-to-day structure of our life to gain and acquire and maintain the things that give us stability, even if it's long-term relationships. But this is a card typically related to job, work, or projects, something that you're putting a lot of effort, intention into, working a lot, nose to the grindstone, being very detail-oriented. So there's a sense of kind of waiting and watching in this area of life. I feel like this Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing up as a queen, but could be a male as well. I feel this is somebody who is central or figures significantly in your life in the first 2 weeks. And I feel like she's under justice in the upright, which is the reap what you sow card. It does imply in the upright position that what is occurring is fair and ethical and equal, at least in Spirit's definition, karmically equitable. But it is the reap what you sow card. It represents that whatever the outcome of a situation is dependent on what you actually do, not what you wish for or intend or hope, but what you actually do or choose or say. In the upright position, it could imply that things will work in your favor. But what I'm seeing here, because the Two of Swords, which is a card of reluctance and resistance to looking at something or listening to your intuition, being at a crossroads and trying to figure something out, feeling stuck, it feels like I'm getting the sense of stubbornness, Libra. And a feeling that somebody else is involved in this or pertinent, and they may be offering something they think is fair, but you don't want to look at it. Or perhaps you feel you're not getting a fair shake or a fair deal, and you really kind of want to go on your own way. You want to go your own way. You want to be independent. You don't want to have to rely on or depend on anybody else for something. It may be that you're being made an offer of some kind. It could be in a legal situation. It could be in work or career, or some project of some kind. You may be being offered something, or offered a deal, or offered an agreement. If it's a legal situation, it may be trying to settle on something. It could be in work or job. It might be an offer to partner or collaborate, or it might be in an already established partnership or collaboration. But there's something about it that makes you feel like you want to go your own way, because the Two of Swords is accompanied by the Nine of Pentacles, which the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment, working to gain your own independence and stability and financial and material abundance, or safety, security, stability, and not wanting to have to rely on somebody else. It's a card of independence, and it's clarifying or accompanying the Two of Swords, which is a card of, it can represent a few different things, like all the cards can. But I'm getting a sense of stubbornness here. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to do this. I want to go my own way. Whether it's in a partnership and it feels like you feel you're not getting a fair deal, or even if somebody's offering you something which is fair, which is what it kind of feels or looks like here, there's something about it. You're just like, I want to go off on my own. I don't want to enter into an agreement or a collaboration or a partnership with someone. It may be that you have an opportunity in partnership, like that has to do with the earth energy of your life, job, work, projects, and you think you can do a better job on your own. And I'm actually getting a sense here with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups that you feel it's not for you because you're worth more, or you're overqualified for what they're offering. But I'm not sure if that's actually the case here. It may just be how you want to look at it. Don't shoot the messenger. I mean, the Page of Swords, pages represent young people or messengers, or even if it's not chronological age, they usually represent somebody with the energy of a student or an apprentice, because pages are just starting off. They're learning. They're acquiring knowledge and information and experience, and they're in the process of trying to figure out how to apply that knowledge and experience. But they don't have the ability that the knights do, who've gone through the page energy already and are able to start physically manifesting things. But pages aren't there yet. Pages are still kind of in school, still learning the information. They're not like, physically beginning to manifest anything, because they need the knowledge and information first. But with the Page of Swords is the Seven of Cups, which is a card of looking at all these different options and opportunities, daydreaming, building castles in the sky. Each one of these Seven Cups is filled with potential, the most perfect outcome, the most perfect potential that something could be. It's lovely. We all need to dream, but it's an idealistic energy. So the page, it feels like the page is kind of going, yeah, I'm worth more than that, or I have more skills than that. It's almost like you feel something isn't fair or something isn't good enough for you, even though it actually might be. So, and you're kind of in this sort of wait and see mode, but I'm not sure if you're actually, again, I'm getting sort of a stubborn, almost defensive energy. It feels honestly, Libra, like somebody's offering you something, or you can take advantage of something that's actually good for you, but you don't think it's good enough for you, or that you're overqualified for it, or meaning that it wouldn't be fair to you, or that it's not a fair shake for you. That's kind of what I'm getting. Let's clarify a little bit. Let's clarify justice. Because justice is what the Queen of Wands is bringing forth. Or if this is a legal situation, it may be that you're in some kind of litigation or something with or against the Queen of Wands, and there's some outcome or some settlement that looks to be fair, but you don't feel it's fair. Clarify justice. The Six of Pentacles. Often called the breadcrumb card because it's a card which on its surface appears to be very philanthropic, the giving and receiving of a gift. But it's not an equal giving and receiving, because the person who's giving is the only person who's really represented here. The person who's receiving are just hands. They're not portrayed as actual individuals. And the person who's giving isn't even looking at them. They're weighing out all of this wealth that they have themselves. They're doing very well for themselves. And they're periodically throwing pentacles out to these people. It's almost like homeless, needy people that you might throw a few bucks to, but you don't ever really look at or acknowledge, right? So sometimes it can represent, being given in an unequal or fair way, or somebody who's kind of above a have giving to like the have not kind of energy. And this is what's clarifying justice. But I don't feel, honestly, Libra, it feels like what's being offered or presented here looks to be fair, or if it's an opportunity, a good opportunity, but you're not feeling it is. You don't feel like it's good enough for me, or that the person giving it is kind of in a position of power, and they're using it to make you feel sort of like the lesser person or the beggar or something of that sort. Clarify the Queen of Wands. I mean, it might be a personal relationship, friend or family or romantic, but the energy is still the same. There's this energy of wanting to go off on your own because you think you can do better than what you could do with this person, or if you take what this person's offering or continue with this person. The Five of Cups and the Two of Wands. So feeling sorry or feeling regret or sorrow about a decision that was made. The decision was either made by this Queen of Wands or by you about this Queen of Wands. It feels like somebody thinks somebody else made a bad choice or decision. Either you feel, so this Queen of Wands, it feels like there was some kind of, if it's a legal situation, it might be an offer for a settlement. If it's a work, career, partnership, project, collaboration kind of thing, it might be an offer, an opportunity, or even a partnership you entered into, but you felt like you got the lesser half of the deal, or that it wasn't good enough for you, or that it wasn't an equal partnership. That decisions were made or choices were made that weren't, good enough for you. That's kind of what I'm getting. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. The Hierophant, convention, tradition, corporations, institutional energy. Oh, justice in the reverse. So we have justice in the reverse here. But but your eyes are closed off to it. Yeah, it feels like you feel like you're getting a raw deal, or there is an offer, a settlement, an offer, an opportunity, something that actually looks to be fair by spirit, in spirit's estimation, karmically fair, but you don't feel it is. You don't feel it's good enough. I mean, this could be as simple for some of you. I mean, it's a general reading, right? So it's going to resonate a little differently. Everybody has their own individual lives. But if it's a job offer, an opportunity to partner, collaborate, you feel like the other person, like it would be unequal. And maybe you wouldn't get paid as much as the other person, even though you feel your skills are just as good or you're just as valuable. There's something about it that you feel is unfair, like the system itself. And you're just kind of balking, you want to go your own way because, we have that Nine of Pentacles under it. Just wanting to go your own way because you feel you can do better on your own for yourself. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, so withholding, holding on to, being self-oriented, holding on to what you feel is good for your own security and safety and stability. The Three of Partners, which is the partnership or collaboration card. Here's the Queen of Wands again. It's like you're saying no to a partnership, or no to a collaboration, or no to a job offer, opportunity, or project offer, or no to an offer of a settlement of some kind. That's what it feels like. Let's see, what's the next card? The Nine of Pentacles. Again, yeah, you definitely feel like you can do better on your own. I mean, the specifics of what this is going to vary in a general reading, but you feel like something's uneven. You feel you can do better on your own. Even though you may not have given an actual answer or response yet, because the overall energy is kind of holding back and waiting and watching. Let's clarify the Page of Swords. The Seven of Cups. Page of Swords. Seven of Cups. The Queen of Swords. Page of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Yeah, let's see what's behind that. The Ace of Pentacles. New jobs, new projects. Honestly, Libra, it feels like you have maybe an unrealistically elevated sense of what you're able to do right now, because it looks like the Page of Swords is feeling like they have the experience and knowledge and qualifications of the Queen of Swords and what they are able to do and acquire and become. And the Page of Swords is supposed to progress to the Knight of Swords and the Queen King of Swords, right? But right now, the page is still a page. But the page is thinking, it's either thinking that they have the knowledge and experience and wisdom of the Queen, or they think they can get there on their own. Because this is moving, relocating, new projects, new jobs, new opportunities, feeling very idealistic about that. And feeling very much like you can do better for yourself going your own way or on your own. It's a pretty strong energy here. But it feels, Libra, a bit unrealistic. Meaning not unrealistic in that you can't get there or that you don't have the potential to get there. But it doesn't feel like you're there yet. So you may want to reconsider taking or continuing or accepting whatever this is. But let's ask Spirit. Advice and guidance for Spirit. I'm not laughing at you. I mean, I am, but not in a malicious or vindictive way. So Spirit is saying, hey, Page of Swords, you're the Page of Swords. You're still a page. You're still learning. You're still in the process of learning. The Eight of Pentacles. So nose to the grindstone, continue learning, continue studying, Continue applying your efforts on that which you already have been applying your efforts into, because we didn't get to the 8 immediately. We started off with the Ace and the Pentacles, and we went through the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, building up. So you're being asked, free will, you can do what you want, but Spirit is saying, look, Page of Swords, in whatever the situation is, you are the Page of Swords. You're still learning, you're still acquiring information, and you need to continue doing that for the time being. That's the advice I'm getting. Still putting into what you have been. And again, free will, you can choose not to. You can choose to, to look at this and think that it's not fair, or that you're overqualified for it, or they're not offering you what you're worth or what the thing is worth that you do or want. But it feels right now like it's fair. And if it's an opportunity, you may want to consider taking it, because it'll get you from that, it'll get you out of the page energy and continue moving in your knowledge and information. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So Libra, that is your reading for the first half of February. I think maybe some of you might not like it so much. I think we've all at one point or another been through something like this. I know I have a number of times of thinking that I was capable of doing more than I was at the time. Not that I didn't grow to be capable of it later, but it can be a bit of a humility kind of thing that, yeah, you're not quite ready for this yet. But sometimes the lesson is in bullying ahead and kind of learning it the hard way too, and that's okay too. Any path that you choose where you learn lessons, even if they're painful lessons, is a path of value. So in that, I hope that this reading has been useful. Again, if any of these readings resonate with you and perhaps you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or take a deeper look at something, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also get that information by clicking on the description link below. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the February mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well, Libra. Take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.